right, class. Hope you're doing okay. This is Miss Norwood. I'm starting off the video by showing you a picture from my computer because I actually don't have a three-dimensional cone in my house, although I did try very hard, but I couldn't find one. Unfortunately, I left all my cool shapes at school. So this is what we call a cone, and you guys have probably, can reference that for ice cream cones and cones, those orange cones that you see all over. So this is called a cone. And if you notice, a cone has a circular bottom, which is, oops, I just touched that. And then there's two heights, and you have to be really careful about this. Okay, there's a height, sorry, let me move this back. There's the height, which is like like straight up and down, how tall is the cone, like this. Then there's something called the slant height, which is this right here. So we'll draw this on the board, but I just wanted you guys to see. So slant height is like this, like if you were gonna climb up a mountain, you would climb up the slant height. Sorry, I keep touching my computer. And then this would be how tall it is from the ground. And then this bottom part is a circle. So hold on, geez. Hope I'm not making you dizzy. So that is what we call a cone. Okay, so I'm gonna put my phone on my tripod. Sorry, bear with me here. Okay, all right. Sorry, I know this is not ideal. Okay, so yesterday we did cylinders, which have a round top and a round bottom. Today we're doing cones, and cones only have one round bottom. So remember how yesterday I talked to you guys about a net? This is what a net looks like for a cone. It has this cool like triangle area looking shape and then a circle on the bottom. So this one's a little clunky, but I'm gonna do my best. I cut it out for you. This is the bottom of the cone, okay, right here. And then what you do is you fold this around the best you can, okay, and whoa, sorry. So you fold this part around and it makes like the part where you like would put your ice cream or whatnot. So that is what a net for a cone looks like, okay? So it looks like a circle and then this triangle shape. So you guys already know how to find the area of the circle. So our job today is to figure out how in the heck do we figure out the area of this part right here, okay? So we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna move my tripod again, okay? Bear with me on this one, okay? Geometry has a lot of stuff that goes with it, so this is particularly hard sometimes from home. Okay. So there is my net. So I want you guys to take out a piece of paper. Remember, you can always pause the video and take as much time as you need to. And draw me a shape that has a straight edge, a slight curve, and then the circle always has to go down here on the curve, okay? So straight edge, curve, circle. Just do your best for that, okay? So this is, the notes are called surface area, okay, of a cone. So this is a cone. A cone is three-dimensional, just like the cylinder. Okay, so let's start with the easy part. This is a circle. The area of the circle is pi r squared. So as long as I know the radius, I can figure out the area of the circle. Okay, now this part, this is kind of related to what we did yesterday. Okay, if I'm here and I have my net and I wrap this part around like this. This is hard for me to do with my hands like this, okay? If I were to wrap this around like this, you guys hopefully recognize that this part right here, okay, has to be the same as this part right here, okay? And this part right here is called the circumference. So this right here has to be the circumference of the circle because it has to wrap around this part. So this is kind of like the cylinder. This part right here is the circumference. Okay, and we all know the circumference of a circle is pi times diameter. So that's the bottom part. And then this is really important. This edge is what we need. This is the slant height. Okay, so in order to find the area of a cone, you have to have the slant height and you have to have the circumference, and that'll get you that like weird triangle part, okay? All right, so this is how I remember this. This looks like a triangle. The area of a triangle is half base times height. So this is half base, which is the circumference, times the height, but remember the height is the slant height, okay? And we could add a little to that formula because we already know the circumference is pi times diameter times the slant height. Again, you don't have to memorize that, you just have to be able to use it. So you take the circumference, multiply it by the slant height, it's half of that. And then don't forget, you have to add, so the total would be The area of the coney part is 1/2 pi d times slant height. Okay, that is just like this part. Okay, and then add the area of the bottom, pi r squared, to get the circle. Okay, okay, so let's do an example. Remember, if I went too fast for you, just pause the video. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to draw a cone. Okay, all right, so when I draw a cone, I put a dot right here on my paper, and I try to draw 2 straight lines, like a triangle, same exact length, and then you make like a half like arc thing there, and then you dot the back. Okay, so that's your cone. Okay, so in a cone, this is really important. Okay, the slant height is right here. Hold on, let me get a highlighter. So this is the slant height. Okay. This is the regular height, which is not in the formula. So we don't need that value today, but we will need it, I promise you. Okay. And then this is the radius, which we do need to find the area of the circle, of course. Okay. All right. So I want you guys to draw a net for this. So remember, when you draw a net, you just go straight, straight, curved bottom. Ooh, that was not my best one. Circle down here. Okay. All right. Just pretend that looks better. Okay. So this is the slant height. Okay. And this is the radius. Okay. And this is the circumference. Okay. All right. So let me give you guys some values. I'm going to tell you that the slant height is 10 feet and the radius is 3 feet. Okay. So this is 10 and this is 3. Okay. So to find the area of the circle, you do pi r squared. Done. Okay. To find the area of the sides, you do 1/2, and then you have to know the circumference. Okay. If the radius is 3, the circumference is 6. Sorry, if the radius is 3, the diameter is 6, so the circumference is diameter times pi. And then you multiply that by the slant height. Okay, so the circle is pi r squared. The coney part is the circumference times the slant height. So the total surface area is going to be this part, okay, 1/2 6 pi times 10. That's this coney part, plus the circle is this, okay? And then you just want to make that look a little nicer. 1/2 of 6 is 3. 3 times 10 is 30. So 30 pi plus 9 pi equals 39 pi feet squared. Okay, all right. So we're going to do one more example, okay? And if this is feeling hard for you, if you have any questions, just email me, okay? There we go. Okay, all right, so one more example. I want you guys to go like this, go out. I'm gonna make this one a little wider, go out, circle bottom, and then dot this. Okay, that's my cone. Oh, that doesn't look great. Okay, it's okay. Okay, I have to use pen so you guys can see it, but it means I can't change my mind. Okay, so I'm gonna make this, let's make this 2 inches, okay? And then I want you guys to draw a height just to get used to that. And then I want you to go like this all the way across. And I want you to tell me that the diameter is 6 inches. Okay. All right. So we have a cone. It has a slant height of 2 and a diameter of 6 inches. Okay. So when you draw your net, this is my like coney part, and then there's a circle underneath here. Okay, I know that this is 2. Okay, the diameter is 6, so I know the circumference is 6 pi. And if this has a diameter of 6, it means it has a radius of 3. Okay, so this is pi r squared. Okay, so this part is 6 pi times, half of 6 pi times 2. Okay, because it's half base times height. Okay, and that part is there. So we have that the coney part is 1/2
6 pi times 2. The circle part, so that's this part. The circle is pi r squared. Okay, so the total surface area is 1/2 of 6, which is 3. 3 times 2 is 6, so 6 pi plus 9 pi, which is 15 pi inches squared. All right, you guys, so try that. In your homework tomorrow, we're going to do more cones where I don't give you the slant height. So practice this. Try to stay up on your homework every night. Don't get behind. And take care. Hope you guys are doing well. Bye.